Good evening. Tonight is, I think it's night 33. Anyway, I'll be in the Wiggys bag tonight. I didn't look at the temperature. Generally, I don't do that until I get up in the morning to see what the low was. However, the forecast for tonight is 27 degrees. And I'll be wearing tonight nothing but my small clothes, which is basically my underwear, for those of you who haven't caught on yet. Right now I'm in my sweats. I have my, and I'll have my knit cap on. And you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not. It's hard to tell. Yeah, okay, so I'm wearing sweat top, sweatpants, and socks. I'll be taking all that off tonight, with the exception of the knit cap. I'm sleeping in the Wiggys bag. Honestly, I'm not too excited about it. It's hard on the ground in spite of the pad that I'm using, the Wiggys pad, and it just doesn't it compresses too much. It's not comfortable. I'll be changing that pad out for a foam pad in the next couple nights, and I can't think of anything else to tell you other than good night. And I'll be taking a short video every time I wake up tonight and recording the time so that you can understand, so you'll know how frequently I wake up, at least in this bag, and I'll do that again tomorrow night. It should be similarly as cold tomorrow night when I use the Rapture bag, so we can get a comparison of those two items. Anyway, I will most likely see you later this evening. Good night.
Alright, let's see. Told you. Just apologize for the cramped conditions, but I want to show you this bag the way it is. I told you I'd tell you what time it is. Let me get that for you. Alright, I grab my phone here. You're probably not going to see a whole lot. Oh, where did I put it? There it is. Okay, again, I'm in the Wiggys bag. There we go. Probably can't see that because of the condensation in the camera, but it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Well, that's kind of redundant. It's just 2 in the morning. There's that stupid lanyard. Alright. Drawstring. I don't know. Here we go. Can you actually see that through the condensation? 2 o'clock in the morning. Stick this outside the bag. Alright, I've got the bag closed up, mostly. Because, I tell you, man, when I close this bag up all the way, I don't think you can see that. Turn this thing up higher. You probably can't see that. I've got the bag closed up to about the width of my head, and my feet are all the way down. There we go. Are all the way down in the end of the bag, which now they're hanging off the end of the pad because the pad doesn't go all the way down. That's a little chilly down there. But what's making this so uncomfortable is the fact that I'm getting a lot of drafts coming in through that hole. And and the reason why I keep the bag open like I do is because I can't breathe in this bag very well when I have it open. Or, I'm sorry, closed all the way. If I pull that drawstring tight all the way, so all I have is like a silver dollar size hole left because I've drawn the bag all the way closed. There we go. I have to labor for my breath, and it's very uncomfortable. It just keeps me awake. So it's kind of like, it's a catch-22. I've got if I don't close the bag, I get the draft in there. So my face is cold. My nose especially, because I got such a freaking big nose, as you can tell from this video. And then my shoulders are cold, and the cold stops about that point. And the bag below that point does keep me warm, with the exception of my feet, which are a little chilled because they're actually down on the ground at the bottom of the bag. I'm wiggling them around right now. So anyway, it bites. And here it is, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I've been tossing and turning with this cold, and I finally realized, oh yeah, I told him I'd film when I woke up. So here I'm filming. I'm going to shut this thing down, and I'll stay in the bag. But I think as it gets in the in the 20s, I need to wear additional clothing, at least on my head and my torso. So what I'm going to do is I'll wear a sweat top. Let's see if that helps out. The knit cap helps. It keeps the top of my head warm. In order to keep the rest of my head warm, I need a balaclava that pulls right over my face. So, pardon me. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I will, hopefully I won't record again until at least another 4 hours. Good night. All right, it's 4:30. I finally, around 3:30, I put on the my sweat top. That kept me warmer, and but it's the hard ground. Even then, moving around, because I roll around at night. It still circulated the cold air from the top. Again, cutting or closing that hole up would have been essentially the same effect of my not being able to sleep because of the labored breathing issue. So I finally put on my socks and the bottoms, and it warmed up. So I have no idea how cold it got last night. I just know I'm outside my bag right now. It's cold. I'm gonna call it a night and warm myself up in the house. I didn't bring out my foam clothing, not anticipating it tonight. I'll bring it out just in case for tomorrow night. Its forecast was for 28 degrees for actually tonight. And it was 27 for this night, but it feels colder than that. We'll see. I'll check out the thermometer and let you know just how cold it got. Okay, good morning.